Well, I think it's about time. I think it's about time. I should finally do this. It's been what, a week? A week and a half? Oi, Catherine. What you got for me?
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
We look at the paper, it's actually just like Traveler, Paimon, and blood.
It's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Oh, Archon class. I heard her say Archon quest. Like, what the hell is this forful? I've never heard of this classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All
However...
it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Oh, who's the missing person? Your brother.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
This is now a canon confirmation that we've been traveling for years now? Like, this is a canon confirmation that we've been traveling with Paimon for years.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
Okay.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Yeah, that sounds weird.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
I mean, true.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Well then. Let's see what's up. Oh, what? No, my computer is acting weird, like... It had an update last night and it's acting weird ever since.
To Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this...
Let's see.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
One sec.
No, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us. Only
if this puts me to sleep, I'm sorry, but These
pretty
are
much
the
added up
only
to
pills
here in
with
questions,
fucking
and the area around the
pain
village
killing
has
methods I
practically
have
been
left at home.
overturned in search of clues, but no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't
Is
know.
it Dainsleif?
I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
What the fuck, you couldn't tell me? But you
Guess
know
you
he
are
lived
really
here.
sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Okay.
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We
Okay,
just
but you don't know
the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
who the fuck is...
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Huh. So like a phantom
Specifics
person.
aside, then, what kind of person was he?
They know it's a he, that's important.
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
Yeah, but nobody knows his name.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye.
How do you know?
And anyway, moving away without
How
being
do you
seen by a
know?
single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Okay. Grumps over there. Grandpa?
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the
Amadea.
guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
I'm just confused.
tell us a bit about
Who is he
him?
talking about?
Of course, I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village.
Sounds like a very
And
good
whenever
guy.
someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
He just said his parents didn't live here.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come.
Can't we just ask
Perhaps my
Mahida?
age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Paimon is a great listener, isn't she? But can't we just go ask Nahida to check in the lane lines?
What do you think?
There's probably more to this case.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
He's someone who only exists in people's
Wait.
memories.
So you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
That's not what I said,
Okay,
but
Paimon's
sure.
gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Again, we should go speak to Nahida.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yeah.
You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yeah.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
I mean, if we don't do it, they will.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll try
No
our
need
best.
to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show
Did
you.
it hurt you? Why did it hurt you? Well, don't spoil. Don't spoil. I will figure it out. I'll figure it out. If my headache passes, I'll figure it out. I'm in pain. Okay.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories.
Okay, but how
We
does it
used
lead
to
to him?
always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Okay.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Sure.
I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
I mean, duh. She was an orphan.
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone
what? I
has their
feel
own
that.
problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
No, I get you.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
But now I have a lot of friends who I'm, yeah.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well...
Oh, what?
I guess you could say that to me.
What?
He felt like both
Why?
a family member I could rely on and a friend who could
That must
really
be
understand
Tiny
me.
Her, but who
No
the
matter what came my way, I knew I could
What?
always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Okay, but how
Wow.
bringing us here?
You two must have been really close.
How bringing us here is
Did he ever tell you
a
anything
lead.
about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh,
Sure.
right! I did ask him about his parents once. but all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Usually it
Still not
means they
much to
passed
go off
away, you
of.
know.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't. You
The last time I
helped us.
talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Huh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even
Okay,
when it felt like we'd been talking
My big
for
question:
hours, the sun
how
would
long
still
ago
be
did he
at the
disappear?
Same position in the sky.
Like,
Well,
was it a week
time
ago?
always seems to pass slower
5
when you're
years
relaxed,
ago?
right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. He could have been in a dream. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely a regular person. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling the whole mystery. They're still there.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
They're arguing. Oh?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Possible. But doubt it.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Maybe he wants to talk, you don't know. They're up there. They're absolutely up here. They weren't here when we showed up. There are wooden little carvings of them as well. Okay, execution. Oh, fuck you.
Stabilize. This is order.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Not be
It was no
here.
trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Ramara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Makes sense.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
I feel the
We should
dude
head
was
back
in
and
your
check out the
dreams
situation
anyway.
in Vimara village, just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Kind of like Nahida was visiting people in their dreams.
Wait a second. That person! It's Dainslev!
Why that overreaction? Hey Dane. How you doing, Peter Parker?
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
His name is Sasuke.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
I always keep forgetting
Why do you
how
always
big
have
of
to pop out
boobies
out of nowhere
Lumi
like that?
has.
Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's
You were
hardly
excited.
personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
But I admit we ran into an accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand,
Fucking
I highly
seriously?
doubt that is their primary motive.
I think it's from
I
the
would
heat.
imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, what about now? Is it any better now? Motherfucker, I can't help it. Like, first of all, I can't hear it, right? I can't hear my own mic. So, I don't know. Secondly, like, I don't fucking know. Like, is it good now? Okay, I have no clue what's going. I'm blaming the heat. The heat is unbearable today. Oh man. Let's see what more we can learn from the villagers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Man, my head is killing me, like genuinely killing me right now.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Yeah, that was so long ago, Jesus.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I won't have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin.
Oh.
My older brother.
Oh.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir. The visionary Vedderfolnir. Gold Rhindaughter. The foul Sertalogi.
The foul.
And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how
Why
eroded
did
my
these
memory may
sound
become,
Nordic?
I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar.
Jesus,
My
Peter
daughter
Parker.
is the one who created Albedo. Sertalogi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
But yeah, the fucking Albedo's mom.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Oh, okay. My sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
But it must have been hard.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
Thank you, Peter.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Bruh.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then
Bruh.
what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent
I wish I had something to say,
has
but
shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
fuck me, my head is killing me. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss, oh yeah.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
I feel like we should speak to Rahina. Yeah. You said it, girl.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Man, I'm just watching cutscenes at this point. Like, I'm just watching cutscenes.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head is a
Well,
mess.
let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Sasuke, where are you brooding at this time?
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Bout keeper.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh,
A male in his 20s.
young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
Did you dream of him?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Oh.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, that is weird. Like, what the fuck?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
And
Indeed.
what?
And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Field Tiller are the original names of ruin gods. Because field tillers have been built in Kandria and they have been used to plow fields. You know, like fucking farming equipment. So field tillers are the original name of ruin gods.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Oh, are you thinking the same thing? Out of that possibility, it seems like you might already have a plan.
Of course.
Oh, it's fairly close by. Fairly close by. So...
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
What up?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh? What was Dane going to tell me right now? Bro, I can't turn off the air conditioner. I'm already sweating again. It's been 10 minutes and I'm already sweating again. Holy fuck, this is way too hot. Yeah. Recommended elements Electro and Pyro. Don't I have a funny team with both? No, seriously, do I not use a funny team with both? Fucking fine.
The campaign begins.
The Archons, let's go. Man, my head is killing me. Not gonna lie, my head is killing me. Cool. Okay. Last time we seen Dane, we were also around the same area of the map, so interesting. Well, hello.
There is no escape.
Gather!
Fire hazard! Hey!
Shine down.
Stabilize!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Okay. Okay. Weird, but sure. Oh, a ruin god. Or how Dainsleif would say, a field tiller.
Solidify!
Grow, grow, grow!
Oops.
Everyone help me?
Ah, one of them thingies moved? Oh, okay. Okay.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light.
Yeah,
That
I
should
guessed
unlock
that.
the mechanism.
I guessed that much, Dainsleif.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Place seems weird. Gives me heebie-jeebies. That's what it does.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Yeah, they probably followed us. Oh.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
And it's a herald at now.
I see everything! Time for a light show! A mystic reprise!
Solidify!
Hey!
Illusion.
Just break his eyes.
Winter is nigh. Pierce the bomb!
dead, huh, bitch?
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Yeah.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow,
Okay.
you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your
The
own?
Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just
Okay.
think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Okay. But I worry. He does have a point, but something still feels off. What am I missing? Yeah, he's been acting weird. So, Dainsleif, what's up? That worries me. Traveler?
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Ether, what are you? And you have the
You
the glowing.
risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
Holy
When the
shit.
Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Oh, fuck. Right.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
I hear something. Yeah, wind.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly churls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
This is weird. Hey, Hirichiro friends. Oh, more.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilly churls are calm.
You see, we're both still here.
We've
reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
What?
Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Huh. Why is it just Hirichirls? There is Vimara
Over there.
village.
It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father." Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
Okay.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trolls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Hey, dude. Good? I don't know if he's good. Student. Is it me or is there more people here?
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Of
Thank
the
you
Abyss
for your
Order?
concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Hmm? Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
And now he forgot him.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
We should check with the
You're
others
right.
first.
We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Man, this is a lot of just walking around.
Interesting than
Oh, it's a merchant dude. Oh, and time isn't passing.
Who?
The time's not passing either.
Just as expected.
It's sitting at dusk.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh?
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Okay, which way? Maybe we should run rather than walk?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I think we're in a dream. Given everything they mentioned about disturbance of the ley lines, I'd say it's far more like this where I need to think carefully. What's really going on here? We've returned to the point before the disappearance.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, That could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Yep.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances.
Yeah, baby.
We're in someone else's memory.
Yeah, we are.
You entered your sibling's memory last time.
But this time we're together.
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we're really in someone's memory,
Right. If he's
no chance to
someone
find
who
him.
only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so
Good
far.
idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
There's no way new memories could perfectly blend.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit!
Yeah, baby.
Must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day.
Yeah.
If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in a conjunction with what we already know, the question of whose memories it is. Atosa.
The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time
Yeah.
always passed by really slowly.
Yeah, we came to that conclusion
Even
already.
when it felt...
Yep, that has to be it!
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where...
Let's go. To the dolls sitting on that tree. The dolls are still there? They fucking are. They appeared and they are not leaving. There is a dude. Why is he dressed like a Kandrian?
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just
Oh no, she fell
talk
for
about
him.
what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Bruh, the
You'll meet
jaw
many
for
amazing people and
days.
live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
That jaw he has for
Are
days.
those your friends over there?
Bitch, you've met us. finally found him. He looks kind of familiar.
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Oh yeah, right.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
A
So-
bit time.
I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the
She
village
just
then.
wanted to hear, "You're pretty. I
Talk
want to
to
be
you
with you."
Some other time.
Bruh. Here she was hoping for a boyfriend. So
It's nice to
Miss-
see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're Kandrian. Factoring in the memories, the loom of fate, and everything else, I need to think of one person. The visionary.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria. No.
I don't know who these two are.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke...
No, this guy.
You're... Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Matter, how do I
I
remember?
see.
I don't.
It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory.
Not gonna lie, I forgot the
saw-
loom of faith.
The me from back then.
Oh,
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her.
this is, isn't he the kid of the guy who started the Abyss Order? But wasn't he a kid? Wasn't he a kid that got turned into a hilly churl? And didn't he get buried with his dad? I mean, wasn't he a child? Didn't he have a child's voice?
But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Dude, bruh. Brother just... I can't read this. It's a heart. One of the symbols is a heart. Oh, tree. Okay. A bunny. Oh yes, yes, yes. There is. There is. I can't remove it right now. No, we're walking on water. Sick. Pluck, 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 pluck. There. There. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you well know.
You look exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, the time has finally arrived.
Okay, so what you want to talk about? What exactly is the Loom
Extreme
of Fate?
sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In
Okay.
truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Yeah.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
And that's why he no longer exists outside of people's memory. Yeah.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Wait. Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
But that would
Once
change
fully completed,
history.
the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was a source of your ability to implant
Yes.
memories.
I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
He went so far as to introduce himself. But why did you implant memories of yourself?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Understandable.
As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why. But is there any kind of meaning to this? I mean, everybody wants to be remembered, don't they? Does only existing people's memories really count as living? That's how we remain, dude.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
Nah.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Oh, they made
What
a
would it
load
be
those
like if I
together.
could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I
No,
know
that's
it
why you're
sounds
adult.
stupid.
Because you died as a child.
After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from tragedy that occurred in Connery back then. Everyone's looking for
I
you.
know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Even though you only appeared in the memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believed you lived on
I
long time.
know.
That's kind of cute. They might still need my... Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. as someone who could only exist in people's memories. The fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Yeah. That's not good.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Wait, what?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once.
But
A
he
very
never...
thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh, fuck. Wait, you played him? You played him?
Before you two entered that false location.
Motherfucker.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
You did it then? So when Dane froze. Huh.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm
Bruh.
sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done.
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Yeah.
I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Yeah. He went crazy.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
Understandable.
To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Oh.
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Yeah, okay. So he gave them some peace. He had a device as powerful as a Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was offer Hilichurls a moment of
I
comfort.
can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, The bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Ether?
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Bro, can we talk?
How about a conversation?
Yes. Explain yourself. I've been looking for you, you
The chance to just
fuckface.
stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
That battle earlier was tough.
What
The one
battle?
against Dane, I mean.
You had a battle
I didn't
against Dane.
expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What did you do to Dane's leaf?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
They're still
Yes.
asleep?
For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Yeah.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You hate them, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful, even as a hilly churl. Seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Yeah, but dude, the Abyss Order is also causing a lot of shit to innocent people.
Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
Wait, what do you mean at the end?
A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone,
Oh,
I won't
motherfucker.
be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
And the
You're
memory
only
of
telling me
Caliburn?
this now?
Motherfuck. Oh my god, you shitbag. You shitbag.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Having trouble thinking
Let's think
straight,
for a
man.
second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear.
Yeah.
He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Tell me about the loom.
Really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only exists in people's memory, was Caliburn. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain to the villagers.
What happened after that?
He did. Man.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
No.
Bayram? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
Just a good humor.
It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers.
Oh?
So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Man.
Oh,
That's
and
kinda
we
cute.
also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Make sure to remember it this
I
time.
hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened.
No, she's probably
I
crying.
didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Where is she? Man, my head's killing me. I might need to take a bit of a break once this is done and lay down, cause God. Wait, are they little dollies? No, they're head. Oh, fuck you. Hey, girly.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Your boyfriend left, huh?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when.
Around dusk,
I guess
I'm
it
guessing.
doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
She's coping real hard.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
No, not really. Dude is
Otherwise,
dead.
why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
She had his reason.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway,
Maybe.
thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Damn, girl.
Well,
Damn.
that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? What?
You must get along with each other, the two of Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? And they were both upset in the picture. What? Group photo of unknown origin. Why they both seem kind of mad? But there we go. That was it. That was it. I'm gonna take a bit of a break now. My head fucking's killing me. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.